Et on se retrouve donc pour l'épisode 5. L'épisode 5 de Dark Knights with POE MUNRO avec ce générique. Dark Knights. Alors cette fois-ci il s'appelle Many Happy Returns. Many Happy Returns.
Bless me, Father Poe, for I have sinned.
Again, Munro? It's only been a week.
I know. I just can't stop myself.
What is it this time?
Ouais, non. Oh, merde, là.
I've been lustful.
Munro, I'm shocked.
Lustful for our listeners and their dirty, dirty secrets. I just can't get enough of them.
Hear that, listeners? She's insatiable.
I really am.
You'd better not leave her hanging. Phone in now and tell us what naughty things you've been up to.
Bah, si tu dis ça, oui, tu vas avoir des trucs bizarres.
Now remember, callers, no last names, no strings attached, and no consequences. Just call in to confess and let us absolve you of all of your sins.
It's cheaper than therapy.
And almost as effective.
This isn't blasphemous, is it, Munro?
God, I hope not.
Excellent. Ah, we have a caller on line 1.
Line 1, you're through to the confession booth.
Hiya, it's me.
You're live on air, Line
C'est
1.
Frankie.
What's your name?
Oh, Beck.
Welcome, Beck. Spill forth the burning secrets of your tormented soul.
He means, what do you want to confess?
I, crashed my boss's car.
Oh no, that's terrible. Were you hurt?
No, but the car was, totaled. It was a Rolls. Oh,
Wow.
I know. Yeah, it's really bad.
Well, how did it happen? Were you swerving to avoid something?
Yeah, there was an animal in the road. It was, really hairy. Must have been, a bear or something else, because it was huge.
A hairy bear.
As big as a human. Honestly, maybe bigger. I remember because it was a full moon.
Ah. Oh.
What happened to the animal?
I ran off. I don't think it was hurt, but I did hear howling.
Howling.
Yeah, like a wolf. Like,
L'histoire du loup-garou,
well,
quoi.
that was terrible,
L'histoire du loup-garou.
obviously, but like a wolf.
Wow, that sounds mysterious, doesn't it, Poe?
It does indeed.
Thank you for your confession, Beck.
Yes, thank you, Beck. It sounds like you're still traumatized by your experience, but I'm glad you weren't
On
physically
n'écrase
hurt.
pas des loups-garous tous les 2 jours.
Father Poe says,
C'est toutes les fins de mois
you
quand il y a la
are
pleine lune.
forgiven.
Pas fin de mois.
And we'll be back for more confessions after this message.
Well, that was kind of strange, wasn't it, Poe?
Yes, although I get the feeling he was angling for something.
Really? Seemed genuine to me. You don't think... No, I'm being silly.
You're not being silly, Alice. I suspect he was trying to make us think the same thing.
He said it was a hairy animal,
Size of a man.
and the moon was full. You don't think there could be werewolves in August, do you?
It does seem unlikely.
Oh, you're not going to believe this, but there's a full moon tonight. Maybe we should leave early and check it out.
Ah, c'est un soir de
Don't you
pleine
have
lune.
other plans? It's your birthday tomorrow.
I wasn't planning on having an early night.
Let me call Gwendolyn. Welcome back, listeners.
Gwendoline,
This
ça doit
is
être sa
Dark
vraie femme,
Nights with
sa
Poe.
femme
And
régulière.
Monroe.
Mariage.
And we're in the confession booth.
The confession booth.
Line 2, you're through to Father Poe.
Bless me, Father Poe, for I have sinned.
What is your name, child?
Casper,
And what dark anguish burns your mortal soul? Casper.
Pas mal les
He
effets de voix.
means, what would you like to confess?
nothing? There's actually something else I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Off the air.
Ah bah non.
Well, you'll have to wait a little while, Casper, until after the show.
Well, I could wait until then, but that might not give you enough time
Time for what?
to save yourself.
Non, c'est bon. On y retourne encore là, c'est rigolo là.
Well, you're in luck, Casper, as I have a story queued up. Listeners will be back in a few minutes after this spooky tale. Okay, Casper. It's just us now.
What are we saving ourselves from this time?
Don't go to Wolf Lane.
We're not going to Wolf Lane.
Well, we might be. The werewolf, remember?
Yes, you are, but you shouldn't,
And why is that, Casper?
because it will be the last time anyone sees you.
Why?
I can't give details, but something bad will happen if you go to Wolf Lane tonight.
You know, if you want us to take you seriously, perhaps elaborate on the something bad will happen bit.
There's a billion other places you could go, and I'm just asking you to avoid one. But if you have a death wish, go to Wolf Lane.
Is that a death threat, Casper?
No, this is your future. Trust me, I know.
Because you have a time machine?
Because I was there when it happened.
Well, we're certainly putting
C'est
the
arrivé,
dark in dark nights tonight,
Dans le
August.
passé ou dans l'avenir?
Maybe we should stop taking calls.
Nonsense, Monroe. What would this show be without the heady mix of terror and titillation provided by our callers?
Well, this radio host has been titillated enough for one night, which is good, because it's time for Betty Buys. Sweet dreams, August.
La
Thank you
SMR.
for listening.
Yes. And remember, don't have
Nightmares.
With Poe and Monroe.
So what do you think?
Bah oui, mais tu sais pas là.
What do you think?
Actually, I enjoyed Casper's call. Very inventive. We should ask him to write a story for the show.
You think he was making it up?
Of course he would. You have to learn to be less trusting, Monroe. People will take advantage.
Faut pas
Well,
faire
we
confiance à
wouldn't want
Casper.
that.
Casper, en plus, il disparaît tout le temps. Pardon.
So, still fancy a trip to Wolf Lane?
Oh!
There's a good boy.
Ce petit côté dominatrice de Munro qui ressort dans ses dialogues.
You
des fois.
really think we can see werewolves?
It would be foolish to rule it out altogether. I know it's almost your birthday, but, well, a full moon waits for no man.
Or werewoman?
Exactly.
I guess it could be romantic. You and me, huddled in the car, looking at the stars. They say Wolf Lane's the best place in August for stargazing.
Do they?
There's hardly any light pollution.
That must be why the werewolves like it.
Oui, mais tu sais pas trop quelle est la différence entre l'un et l'autre. Qu'est-ce que ça va changer? Bon.
What about you know who?
I've told her I'll be late.
Just late?
Well, we'll see.
You go ahead. I need to check something.
Who are you calling?
Hi. Sorry, 1 minute.
Okay, I'm going.
Oui, elle aussi, elle a ses affaires. Hein.
Hi, it's Monroe. No, you look great. Totally convincing. Yeah. We'll see you soon. No?
It's all right, Alice.
You don't need to do that. It's not a hold-up.
I beg to differ.
This is for your own protection.
Who are you?
Et tu pointes quand même avec un flingue.
Casper Light. I'm...
From the show. You just called into our radio show.
Casper Light.
Oh no. I must have come back again.
Are you okay?
No.
Bah oui, vu ta
This
coupe.
means I've already failed.
What is it you want exactly?
I work for a company called Coit Industries.
Coit.
They do experimental stuff.
A scientist?
No, I'm Eminem.
The rapper?
Mishaps and malfunctions. We clean up messes. I'm here to save you.
Save us from what?
Disassembly. You have to stay away from Wolf Lane.
We're not going to Wolf Lane. You told us not to when you called, so we're going straight home. Isn't that right, Munro?
Yeah. I'm so tired.
See? There's no need for any of this.
Please, put the gun down.
I'm sorry. You have no idea what's at stake.
Ok.
Don't try it.
Oui,
It
oui.
always ends badly.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Okay.
Oui, mais comment tu fais un rock. Tiens, papier, ciseaux. Quoi? Papier, c'est bien papier. Hein. Papier, c'est. Ah non, papier, c'est nul. Merde. Oui, mais c'est en 3 manches.
Pakigo.
Ah non! C'était en 3 manches. Non, le papier, c'est nul en fait. Merde, j'avais oublié que papier, c'était nul. Ah, il les a assommés tous les deux.
Where are we?
Are you okay? We're in the sound booth at the studio.
Why?
I don't know. He's locked us in. I've tried the door already.
Is there another way out?
Death?
Non, mais c'est pas drôle ça.
I'm assuming Casper will let us out when he's done with us.
Happy birthday to me.
You said you wanted to try.
Ah, c'est demain ton anniversaire, tu l'as dit. Casper, le gentil fantôme.
I'm sorry I had to do that. It's to
Je
keep
sais que
you
ça s'écrit pas
safe.
pareil, ça va.
I work for a company called
Coit.
Coit Industries.
Tu l'as dit Coit. Ouais.
We specialize in speculative technology. I say we. The science team do the heavy lifting.
Spéculative.
I'm just M&M. Mishaps and malfunctions. It's my job to clean up the results. Normally, I don't intervene. Just let it happen, then clear up. But people will still be listening to you years from now because I've saved you.
So, the whole werewolves thing,
I didn't want to wake up alone.
I don't get it.
Let's face it, birthday or not, you'd have gone home to your wife after the show. I know you'd have stayed late and we'd have had some fun, but eventually you'd leave. Like you always do.
Munro,
I just wanted someone to wake up with. To wish me happy birthday and give me a hug.
but what's that got to do with Wolf Lane?
Nothing. It doesn't matter now. Maybe if you get a time machine, you'll find out.
Okay, it's like this. Around midnight, you're on Wolf Lane. At the same time, an organization I can't name is testing an experimental weapon. The test glitches, you get fried, and M&M are called in for disposal. Because it's not your normal run-of-the-mill explosion. Tomorrow, the news spreads that you've vanished. You're never found.
Ah bah oui.
Time travel is Coit's most profitable service. The key is subtlety. You don't use it to kill Hitler. You use it to manipulate election results, justify wars, or in my case, rescue 2 local radio hosts so you can keep listening to their show. You're welcome, by the way.
Let us out! Let us out!
No point yelling, Munro. It's soundproof, in and out.
Donc depuis tout à l'heure, le mec dialogue, mais on n'entend pas.
Open the door.
Monroe et Paul le comprennent pas. D'accord, c'est parfait.
So that is how the world ends. You didn't hear it from me. I wish you'd say something. I'm just gonna go. I'll leave it another minute just to be safe, though. Good luck, Poe and Munro.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just open that with my mind?
Try locking it again.
Or we could just leave.
Il a dit non, il a dit oui, il a dit non, il a dit non, mais à quoi ça sert? Bon.
What if your telekinesis only works in this room and only on your birthday? Wouldn't you want to know?
Je fais ça pour gagner du temps, comme le gars l'a dit. C'est tout. Non, ça marche pas.
You happy?
You're my superwoman, Munro. Either way.
Feeling any pain downstairs?
No.
Then it doesn't work.
C'était naze.
It's 8 o'clock, and this is your August update.
A broken gas pipe on Wolf Lane caused an explosion last night that claimed the life of entrepreneur Venice Pavel. 29-year-old Miss Pavel was the newly appointed CEO of Intervine Futures, a company whose breakthrough research in quantum mechanics promised consumer teleportation within the next 5 years.
A gas leak on Wolf Lane.
The weather tonight will be clear and dry with highs of 12 and lows of 8.
And that's your August update.
Eh ben.
A gas leak on Wolf Lane?
We need to check these updates before we go live.
That could have been us.
I'm not sure that I believe any of that.
You think Casper caused the explosion?
Probably.
Non,
He just
il
didn't
était là
want
pour
us on his
nettoyer.
conscience.
Why? Why not kill all of us?
I don't have a crystal ball or time machine. I don't know.
Teleportation. Miss Pavel was competition.
He said he was saving us.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe Miss Pavel wouldn't have been at Wolf Lane if we'd been there.
Or if we'd have been there, we'd have saved her.
Well, August police can deal with all of that now.
August police need to outsource.
Good thinking. And your brain is as big and wonderful as your heart.
J'ai son cadeau d'anniversaire. Alors, c'est quoi?
Oh, you shouldn't have.
C'est mignon. Un petit collier avec des cœurs.
Hurry.
It's time for our first caller. Line 1, you're on the air.
Et ben voilà.
Next time.
Gentil petit épisode. Hein. Cet épisode qui était l'épisode 5, me semble-t-il.
Welcome back to
C'était
Radio
gentil.
August Treasure Hunt, sponsored by August Museum.
Good news. Munro only has one more capsule to plant.
Don't worry, you'll not be hungry for much longer.
Le truc, c'est que sur l'épisode 5, j'ai dû répondre à totalement à côté des trucs. Bon, là, on a le générique, l'intro de l'épisode 6.
We can fall out of here.
She doesn't want you to get out. She wants to eat souls.
Dark nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Alors, est-ce que finalement, bon, les réponses étaient les bonnes ou pas? On va voir. Alors, péchés capitaux, tu as choisi l'orgueil, 57, ou tu as choisi le désir, 43. Ouais, ça va, un peu de luxure. Oh, et dis donc. Dis-moi en plus, tu as laissé Monroe parler avec Beck, ou t'as laissé Poe interroger Beck? 42, 52, 48% en gros. Ave Maria, tu as raccroché au nez de Casper, 23%, où tu lui as laissé parler. Bon, ça semblait assez logique quand même. Fallait savoir ce qu'il disait, hein, ce qu'il allait dire. Pugilat, t'as gagné au pierre, feuille, ciseaux, ou t'as perdu? Bah, j'ai perdu. Le papier, j'ai complètement oublié que le papier, c'est pas le truc à jouer. Quand tu joues à ça, ce jeu, bah, rock, papier, ciseaux, tout ça. Non, c'est pas le jeu. C'est pas la bonne combinaison. Le papier est mauvais. Pierre, feuille, ciseaux, t'as choisi la feuille en premier. Bah ouais, mais c'est nul. C'est nul. Enfin, tu as choisi la feuille en premier, 43%, mais ce qui est quand même marrant, c'est que c'est la majorité des gens qui ont choisi ça. Mais c'est pas la bonne chose. Euh, faut choisir le caillou. Caillou, tu pètes le ciseau et tu es sur la feuille, je crois. Tu gagnes sur la feuille, il me semble. Ou c'est la feuille qui t'entoure. Non, je crois que tu la poses dessus. Euh, Attention à toi, tu as choisi de vérifier la théorie de Poe. Ou tu as choisi de t'échapper. Oui, bah en fait le but c'était pas ça, hein, c'était de gagner du temps par rapport à ce qu'avait dit Casper pour pas se sortir trop vite. C'est tout. Voilà, donc c'était l'épisode 5 joyeux anniversaire qui s'appelait Many Happy Rewards. Non, Returns. Voilà. Donc joyeux anniversaire. Et bah oui, tout simplement. Donc l'épisode 5. Et on va se retrouver pour l'épisode 6 et bah, juste après. Parce que comme je l'ai dit, et je pense que c'est ce que je vais faire quand même, hein, parce qu'on dit ce qu'on fait, je vais poser tous les épisodes en même temps. Voilà, merci d'avoir vu cette vidéo et on se dit à très très bientôt sur les autres épisodes, quoi, tout simplement.